Hello everyone. Today we will be studying eco-friendly practices in housekeeping department. In this chapter, we will understand the concept of eco-sensitive or green hotels and list the criteria for Ecotel certification. We will also discuss the points of consideration in choosing a site, building specification, and construction parameters for an ecotel. You will also be able to understand the importance of energy and water conservation and compare various methods of conserving energy. Also, importance of waste management and compare various methods of managing waste. We will also understand the benefits of using environment-friendly guest supplies and stationeries. Now, let's get introduced to the concept ecotel. Ecotels, also called as green hotels. These are earth-friendly or eco-sensitive hotels that feature innovative and imaginative programs for conserving natural resources, reducing waste, minimizing pollution, and minimizing sustainability. Many of these properties are designed and constructed with a concern of environmental quality. Some ecotels consist of recycled or renovated buildings with upgrade to conserve energy and water, minimize waste, incorporate natural landscaping, or utilize recovered building materials. Other properties support local environmental efforts or groups or offer environmental education to the employees. History of an ecotel hotel. Ecotel was developed by Hospitality Valuation Services in association with the Rocky Mountain Institute in USA with the help of engineering and hospitality experts. Conceptualized in 1994 by Hospitality Valuation Services, which is the world's leading consulting and services organization focused on the hotel, restaurants, shared ownership, gaming, and leisure activities. Ecotel program, initially headed out by Hospitality Valuation Services New York office, was very well received when it started, and more than 30 hotels in the USA, South America, and Japan became the members over the time. The program shifted its base to India, where it has seen a steady growth. In 1994, where the New York Vista Hotel reopened as the world's first Ecotel certified hotel after the bombing of World Trade Center. Since then, over 1100 hotels, resorts, and inns have applied but not qualified for the certification. Currently, there are only 34 Ecotel hotels in the world, out of which only 3 are 5-star hotels with 5 Globe certification. In India, the Orchid Mumbai, which is built by Mr. Vitthal Kamath, is Asia's first certified eco-friendly 5-star hotel. Ecotel mission and vision. Ecotel mission is to enable hotels to achieve a strategic and economic advantage through environment-friendly operation systems and processes while positively impacting their local communities. Ecotel aims to do this through its certification and training workshop, which is empower hotel communities. Vision of an Ecotel hotel assists hotels in setting standards in environmental best practices, which in turn help them cut back on their operating costs and increases their overall competitiveness. Ecotel certification. Ecotels follow the 3 R's of environmental conservation, reducing, reusing, and recycling. Ecotel certification requires these properties to strictly adhere to certain criteria, which may be called as 5 globes, that are cornerstones of environmental responsibility. These 5 globes are energy efficiency, water conservation, solid waste management, environmental commitment, employee education, and community development. Concept Hospitality Private Limited has entered into MOU with Hospitality Valuation Services, which is Eco Services, and the certifying agency for the environmentally sensitive hotels to facilitate growth of ecotels in Asia and particularly in India. Ecotel is the hallmark of environmentally sensitive hotels. Concept Hospitality Private Limited operationalizes the certification and markets the brand. All Ecotel certified hotels must pass a detailed inspection and satisfy the stringent criteria set by environmental experts. Choosing an eco-friendly site. The building site chosen for a property can greatly affect the comfort and energy efficiency of the hotel built upon it. A south-facing slope or a good southern exposure on a plot that allows for the long sides of the building to face north-south will facilitate the utilization of prevailing summer breezes for cooling and the gain of solar heat desirable in winter. A hot bare site will require a greater investment in wide overhangs, shading devices such as awning and shade trees to keep utility bills down and comfort levels up. The prospective building site should be examined for existing tree grouping, landforms, and structures that will aid in creating pleasant, usable outdoor spaces. Off-site conditions that may affect outdoor activities or indoor living with open windows, such as traffic noises, odors, or pollution, should be considered before selecting a site. Examination of the particular site's unique characteristics is important. The top of a hill may be too windy, dry, and exposed to the hot sun. A valley of may be too damp, windless, foggy, or subject to flooding. The location and type of trees in the area should be evaluated for their suitability by way of providing shade in the summer, channeling or blocking summer breezes to and through the property, and encouraging the penetration of solar heat in winter. A plot that allows for the sitting of the hotel on a relatively flat area and in a natural clearing will minimize the disruption to the natural vegetation. This will avoid erosion, discourage the growth of exotic vegetation, and be less expensive than massive landscaping exercises. Also, minimizing the disruption of natural drainage pattern is generally less expensive upfront and avoids the costly maintenance of elaborate artificial drainage system. When native trees and vegetation must be removed, they can often be replanted elsewhere on or off site. Respecting existing wildlife traits and habitats will enhance the enjoyment of wildlife observation. Every attempt must be made to protect and retain existing landscaping and natural features. Should always select the plants that have low water and pesticide needs and general minimal trimming, use compost and mulches optimally to save both water and time. Sustainable sites should also allow for alternative transportation such as parking, showering and changing facilities for the bicyclist, pool cars and charging facilities for electrically or solar powered vehicles. Minimal exterior lighting helps to limit night sky pollution. Hotel design and construction. An ecotel should be a green building, also known as an ecological sustainable building. The structure should be designed, built, renovated, operated, or reused in an eco-friendly and resource-efficient manner. Green buildings are designed to meet certain objectives such as protecting occupants' health, improving employee productivity, using energy, water, and other resources more effectively, and reducing the overall impact on the environment. A green building can therefore be defined as any building that is designed, constructed, operated, and maintained for the health and well-being of the occupants while minimizing its impact on the environment. Green building practices offer an opportunity to create environmentally sound and resource-efficient buildings by using an integrated approach to design. Such buildings promote resource conservation by including design features that encourages energy efficiency use of renewable energy and Water conservation. By promoting resource conservation, green building designs create healthy and comfortable environments, reduces operation and maintenance cost, regulates the environmental impact of buildings constructions to ensure profits, and emphasizes waste minimization. In addition, green buildings design also addresses such as historical preservation and access to public transportation and other community infrastructure system. The entire life cycle of the building and its components is considered, as well as the building's immediate economic and environmental impact and performance. Cost. A green building may cost more to build upfront, but it saves in the long run through lower operating cost over the life of the building. The green building approaches applies life cycle cost analysis for the project to determine the appropriate upfront expenditure. This analytical method calculates the cost over the entire useful life of the asset and uses this figure to set off initial investments. These and other cost savings can only be fully realized when they are incorporated at the conceptual phase of the project's design with the assistance of an integrated team of professionals. The integrated systems approach ensures that the building is designed as one system rather than a collection of stand-alone systems. Some benefits such as improving occupants' health, comfort and productivity or reducing pollution and landfill waste are not easily qualified. Consequently, they are often not adequately considered in cost analysis. Even with the tried budget, many green buildings measure can be incorporated with minimal or zero increase in upfront cost, and yet they can yield enormous savings. Materials. One of the best ways to minimize the use of raw materials, for instance, is to select a site that already has a building on it and remodel the same as necessary. Needless to say, this is also a huge saving in terms of cost. The building's orientation should be such that there is a minimization of heat gain in summers and maximization during winters. The location of cooling towers should be away from boilers, generator units, kitchen and laundry exhaust. Also, select sustainable construction materials and products by evaluating several characteristics such as reused and recycled contents, zero or low harmful emissions, zero or low toxicity, sustainability harvested materials, highly recyclability, durability and longevity, and local productions. Products that meet at least some of these criteria promote resource conservation and efficiency. Resource efficiency. This can be accomplished by utilizing materials that feature the following content. Recycled content. Products with identifiable recycled content, including post-industrial content in the building itself. Adequate storage and collection of recyclable should be provided. Natural, plentiful or renewable resources. Materials harvested from sustainably managed sources and preferably certified by the independent third party. For example, certified wood from the forest department should be preferred. Resource efficient manufacturing process. Product manufactured by resource efficient processes including reduced energy consumption, minimized waste, say with recyclable and resource or reduced packaging and reduced emission of greenhouse gases are better for the environment. Locally available raw materials and processes. Building materials, components and systems found locally or regionally save energy and resources expended in transportation to the project site. At least 40% of the building materials should come from within 500 miles of the project site. Refurbished or remanufactured products. Use of these could be saving products and materials from disposal and renovating, repairing, restoring or generally improving their appearance, performance, quality, functionality or value. At least 10% of the building materials should be salvaged from the other sites. Reusability or recyclability. Select materials that can be easily reused, or recycled at the end of their useful life. Recycled or recyclable product packaging. Product enclosed in recycled content or recyclable packaging do not add to the environmental burden. Durability. Materials that are longer lasting or are comparable to the conventional products with long expectancies cut down on replacement cost as well as procurement of raw material a second time. Low toxicity or non-toxicity. Materials that emit few or no reproductive toxicant as demonstrated by the manufacturer through appropriate testing should be chosen for indoor use in particular. Minimal chemical emissions. Product that produce minimal emissions of volatile organic compounds are better still if they also maximize resource and energy efficiency. Low work assembly. Materials installed with minimal work producing compounds or non-work, which is mechanical attachment methods and minimal hazards are preferred. Low work adhesives and sealants should be useful for carpets, composites, wood products and paints. Moisture resistance. Products and systems that resist moisture or inhibit the growth of biological contaminants in building should be chosen. Helpful maintenance. Materials, components and systems that are only simple, non-toxic or low work methods of cleaning are required indoors. Monitoring products that promotes healthy IAQ by identifying indoor air pollutants or enhancing the air quality are a bonus. Also, for the maintenance of indoor air quality, there should be effective control of tobacco smoke. Designated smoking rooms need to be provided at the convenient location with separate exhaust systems. Eco-friendly practices followed by housekeeping department. The Ecotel certification is based on 5 areas of environmentalism, each of which is designated by a Globe Award. These 5 areas are referred to as cornerstones of environmental responsibility or simple as globes. These 5 globes are energy conservation, water conservation, solid waste management, employee environmental education, environmental commitment. Energy conservation and preservation. Today, we utilize external energy supplies to fulfill many of our basic needs, as well as provide comforts, luxuries, and entertainment. The various forms of energies so harnessed include mechanical energy, heat, solar or geothermal, electricity, light in the form of solar rays, and chemical fuels such as oil, gases, and wood. However, due to indiscriminate use, insufficient energy sources have become a global problem, though the impact of the crisis differs from country to country. The global energy demand is increasing due to the increase in population, industrial development, and changing lifestyles. On the average, 80% of the energy used worldwide is procured from fossil fuels such as coal and petroleum. These fuels are depleting at an alarming rate. The hotel industry consumes energy in different forms: electricity, heat, petrol, and so on. Each organization invests a huge amount of money to acquire all these sources of energies. For instance, a 500 rooms 5-star property with all facilities operating during a power crisis pays an energy bill of rupees 12 lakh per month. It is possible to save 15 to 20% of this cost by using energy conservation methods. Even if we keep a modest target of 7%, the hotel can save up to 10 lakhs per annum. What's more, the implementation of energy conservation mechanism will not only help the hotel but also society and the nationwide as a whole. The hospitality industry, which is amongst the biggest power or energy consumers, has responded positively with more and more major players making serious efforts at adopting energy conservation techniques and practices. There are a lot of factors such as class and type of categorization, building material, location, etc., on which consumption of energy depends to a great extent. For example, the energy needs of a hotel located in mountains such as Jammu and Kashmir or Uttarakhand will be different from one in the southern or western parts of India, where the state-of-art heating as well as cooling system would be required. In the hilly regions, the energy requirement of heating and suffice with solar heating systems, as has been done in many government-owned tourist hotels in Uttarakhand. So here in this topic we shall focus on the various energy needs of a hotel property, the benchmark for optimum energy consumption, how an energy audit is conducted prior to the formulation of a detailed energy conservation program, tips for power saving and cost of energy conservation, and the benefits of energy saving. Tips for energy conservation. We shall now look at some general tips for energy conservation in hotels. Passive design strategies can dramatically affect a building's energy performance. These may encompass the building's shape and orientation, passive use of solar energy, and the use of natural lighting. Hotel room key tags. This system helps conserve energy by switching off non-essential electrical devices such as heating, air conditioning, lighting, radio, and television when the guest leaves the room. This ensures that only occupied room consumes the energy. Minimize the electrical load from appliances and other electrical equipments as well as lighting by ensuring that the removal of the key tag from its slot invokes the energy saver settings. Turn off lights and fans in rooms that are physically unoccupied. All equipment should be maintained and kept clean for the highest possible efficiency. Computer modeling is an extremely useful tool in optimizing the design of electrical and mechanical system as well as the building shell. Artificial lighting. Install high efficiency lighting systems with advanced controls including motion sensors tied to dimmers. Consider the use of timers switch off lights during hours when they are unlikely to be used. The task lighting reduces the level of general overhead lighting required. Use translucent shades and keep them clean to obtain maximum illumination. Use light-colored paint on the walls and smooth surfaces to minimize the intensity of available light. In guest rooms, have lighting system that is activated only after inserting the key tag into the energy saver slot. Replace incandescent bulbs with energy-saving CFL lamps. Place light fixtures at the right height. Lower the height of fixtures in high ceiling areas where possible. Install chandeliers and other decorative fixtures only in public areas such as banquet halls as they consume more energy. Natural light. Develop strategies to optimize natural lighting. Studies have shown that it has a positive impact on productivity and well-being as well. Consider installing skylights if needed. Clean all the glass panes on the north face periodically to improve natural lighting. Temperature control. Use an energy-efficient heating-cooling system of the proper size in conjunction with a thermally efficient building shell. Maximize the use of light colors for roofing and wall finishes. Install high R values of wall and ceilings and use minimal glass areas on the east and west exposure. Use draperies and sun films on window panes to cut down the air conditioning cost. Use heat reclaiming equipments in air conditioning plants. The heat displaced while cooling the air can be used to heat the water, which can be used in the guest rooms as well as the laundry and kitchens. Alternative sources. Consider alternative energy sources such as photovoltaic and fuel cells, which are now available for new products and applications. Renewable energy sources provide a great symbol of emerging technologies for the future. Use solar energy that is abundantly available naturally to save on electricity cost. Solar energy can be used for lighting and heating water. Cooking fuel. Biogas can be used to cook staff meals. Biogas plant may be installed and the organic waste generated in the hotel can be used for the production of biogas. Transport. Provide guests with bicycles, walking ramps, and information on public transportation. Small solar powered vehicles can be used to ferry guests within the property's premises. Energy monitoring. Each and every member of the hotel staff, therefore, should be made aware of the organization's concern regarding the consumption of energy. Before implementing such systems, it is important to conduct a thorough study of various energy conservation systems practiced in different hotels. All the representatives of the various departments should work together to formulate the guidelines for conserving energy in the hotel. These guidelines should clearly mention that do's and don'ts in order to maintain the strict control over the consumption of energy. For example, guest rooms. These accounts for a major portion of a hotel total's energy consumption. Energy used for air conditioning, ventilation and heating changes with weather conditions, but lighting is directly proportional to the occupancy. Laundry. This facility utilizes a large amount of energy for washing as well as finishing the processes. The amount of energy consumption within the department depends upon largely on the type of equipment in use and to a lesser extent the type of fabrics. Lighting. This accounts for 10 to 25% of the hotel's electricity consumption. Different types of lighting are used in different areas according to the requirement for illumination there. However, while lighting uses the lion's share of energy, it should be remembered that heating, ventilation, air conditioning and other oversized equipment operate less effectively. Energy audit. An energy audit is an essential step of energy management. Its objective is to analyze and evaluate collected data to determine the energy performance of an entire property and its major consumers. In simple words, energy audit means comparison of the actual performance with the standard benchmark of a particular equipment to find out the variance in terms of the actual and desirable performance. There are some tips for the energy audit is as follows. Carry out a departmental energy audit to get a fair idea of major energy consumers. Compare the results to determine potential savings from a section department. Energy audit should be done on a regular basis. Establish a monitoring and targeting systems. Install sub-meters for each utility. Calculate on monthly basis energy consumption per kg for laundry. Compare the results with benchmark and calculate the differences in percentage and money to see how much could be saved. Water conservation. Water is the most basic component of all lives on earth. The enrichment of water with chemicals and waste has become a universal problem. However, since freshwater shortage is a reality, effective water management procedures are essential for the success of any establishment. Many hotels around the world change the towels and bed linens once every 3 days or upon the guest request. If you do laundry less frequently, you save water, energy, use less detergent and obviously spend less money. Most of the 5-star hotels wash bed linen on a daily basis. Since the linen is almost always very lightly soiled, the department may, in consultation with the management, and draw up a policy for laundering bed linen only once in a 2 to 3 days, unless it is very much soiled. This practice can save a large amount of water. The ideal way to introduce this policy would be to leave the option to the guest. A tent card that states the purpose behind the same will always encourage the guest to oblige. Leave guests clear instructions to them what they should do if they want to get clean towels. For example, ask your guest to hang towels up on the towel rack if they are going to use them again, and leave them on the floor or in a special basket if they want it to be washed. Ask the guest to put a sign that says, "Put this on your bed if you want to have the bed sheets changed." Do not overstock the rooms with towels. In most of the cases, guests will not use all of them. However, the hotel staff will have to change them when preparing a room for new customers. You can leave a note asking guests to request for more towels if they need them, or have spare towels in the top of the wardrobe, so if they are still there, folded the same they stay. Toilet. Employ a dual plumbing system in the design to use recycled water for flushing toilets, or a grey water system that recovers rainwater or non-potable water for on-site irrigation. Minimize wastage of water by using ultra-low flush toilets, low flush shower heads, and other water-conserving fixtures. Low flushing WCs require a minimum of 6 liters of water as compared to a traditional WCs that require 10 to 12 liters of water. Automatic flushes activated by infrared sensors are ideal for use in public area urinals. These alone can bring about a 30% water reduction in total of water usage. Rainwater harvesting. Replenish groundwater by rainwater harvesting. The total daily water requirement of a hotel is approximately 25 kiloliters a day. This comes to about 90 million liters a year. This includes both freshwater use around 80% and grey water reuse around 20% for horticulture. By using rainwater harvesting, nearly about 25% of the water used within the premises is saved, and an unaccounted for amount of storm water for surrounding areas is directed through proper channels into rainwater harvesting wells to recharge the groundwater. Horticulture. Should always use recycled wastewater for horticulture purposes. Flushing toilets and air conditioning through separate pipe system, a sewage treatment plant should be installed for recycling wastewater generated by the hotel. Should always use a timer control sprinkler system and self-closing nozzles on hoses. The sprinkler system may be timed to operate during the early morning or late evening hours when the sun is not at its peak. This minimizes the evaporation of water. Alternatively, use the drip irrigation method for watering plant in the gardens as well. Plant needs water only at the roots. In drip irrigation, pipes with a small opening are spread out along the ground near the plant. Water from these openings irrigates only the roots and does not drench the whole plant. Solid waste management. This is an integral part of ecotel operation. The waste generated by the property should as far as possible be recycled. Linen and other textiles, condemned bed linen, towels and curtains should be reused for making dusters, face cloths, scarves, swap cloths, waiter's cloth and so on. Garbage reuse and recycling. Segregation of wet and dry garbage should be adopted for recycling, reusing and recovering waste. Provide recycle baskets for newspaper, white paper, glass, aluminium, cardboard and plastics in guest rooms. Make recycling as easy as possible. Leftover cooking oil may be sold to a manufacturers of soap. Leftovers from the guest plates and other food waste can be recycled in a compost bin or vermicompost pit to procure manure, or in a biogas plant to obtain biogas as a fuel. Sewage. A sewage treatment plant is an effective way of recycling wastewater generated in the hotel. The recycled water thus produced may be used in the gardening and for flushing the toilets. To manage the waste generated efficiently, hotels follow few practices which are 4-bin segregation method, which is color-coded bins for all the kitchens, white, black, green, red. Again, 2-bin theory, which is separate bins for a recyclable and non-recyclable waste in the guest rooms. 3R principle, which is reduce, reuse and recycle. Vermicompost setup, use of earthworm to recycle for the food waste and which get transformed into the fertilizer. The hotels follow the 3R theory, which is reduce, reuse and recycle to manage waste efficiently. Hotels also segregate the solid waste in all the kitchens of a hotel. 4 separated color-coded bins are used for storing the separated waste. The food waste or wet waste is decomposed in the hotel premises itself. Vermiculture area has been set up for converting this food waste into organic manure or vermicompost. This rich and fertile vermicompost is then used as a fertilizer for gardens. Eco-friendly gas supplies and stationery. The use of eco-friendly stationery goes a long way in promoting environment-friendly practices. There are some practices which can be followed in the purchase and the use of gas supplies and stationeries in the hotel. Whenever possible, buy guest amenities in a bulk. Use refillable dispenser for hair and skincare products. Buy guest products that contain recycled material. For guest stationery, use recycled paper product with a high consumer recycled content that are either unbleached or bleached using a chlorine-free process. All the supplies, soaps, shampoos and foam bath liquids should be biodegradable. Reusable, non-disposable cups and mugs should be provided to guests for in-room beverages. Place cups and mugs upside down on paper dolias instead of covering them with a plastic wrapping. Provide cloth napkins and ceramic dishes too, as these are reusable. Provide morning newspaper in public areas for community access instead of individual room distribution. This reduces paper waste by 60%. Replace paper hand towels with air dryers in restrooms. Consider the use of hemp fabric for duvets, pillowcases, dust ruffles and bath curtains. Donate leftover amenities, mattresses or old furniture and so on to the charities. Eco-friendly cleaning supplies. Many of the hotels, motels and other businesses that have switched to green cleaning products in recent years have reported a variety of cost savings. Substituting more environment-friendly alternatives for cleaning products that contain hazardous chemicals can save money while creating a healthy environment for your employees and guests and eliminating a source of potential regulatory and legal liability. Effective non-toxic cleaners can now be found to replace almost every type of cleaning products used in laundry and housekeeping operations. As they become widely available, these products are being used more and more in hotels and motels and around the country. Many of the products can be purchased in bulk concentrated form. But if you find mixing cleaners from concentrate is too labor intensive, effective, non-toxic, ready to use products are available as well. The housekeeping department can contribute in a big way to making a hotel eco-sensitive. The hotel housekeeping staff should follow the following guidelines. Employees should always switch off the lights and fans which are not in use. They should also ensure that only the correct wattage of bulbs are used. They should immediately report any leakage or faucets or pipes. Employees should ensure that drapes are closed to maximize the effect of air conditioning or heating. The usage of cold water detergent reduces the need for hot water. The final rinse water should be used for the first wash of the next batch of soiled linen. Employees should ensure that preventive maintenance of laundry equipment. Also consider using fabric blends with synthetic fibers as they require lower temperatures for washing, drying and ironing. Biodegradable detergent should be used. Use biodegradable and eco-friendly chemicals in all the cleaning and laundry operation. They should also use non-toxic cleaners, sanitizers, paint, pesticides and so on throughout the hotel. No aerosol dispensers should be used in dispensing or applying cleaning materials and air fresheners. Guest supplies and amenities provided by the housekeeping department for guests should be biodegradable and eco-friendly. Employees should minimize the amount of paper used for the guest, that is, reduce the size of paper invoices and similar documents. The housekeeping department can source the purchased linen made from organically grown produce. Water from the laundry can be treated and used for watering the plant. The executive housekeeper should create an incentive program to encourage the staff to participate in and improve upon environment-friendly practices. Employee environment education and community involvement. Hotels gives a lot of importance to employee environmental education and also involve them in community activities. Hotels and motel employees can be very motivated by environmental issues and will see the management as dynamic and forward-looking when they actively seek to improve the hotel's facility environmental performance. There are few guidelines which hotels need to follow to have the great environmental team. Hotels should always create a green team of employees to coordinate implementation of new practices and to help in analyzing what you are purchasing, how you can use products are more effectively, what you are throwing away, and what steps you can take to save money and reduce waste. Create an incentive program with rewards for employees who come up with the best ideas or who make exceptional contributions to your environmental efforts. Consider working with your green team to draft an environmental vision statement. Be sure that all employees are fully informed and trained whenever new practices are implemented, and make sure your environmental program is included in the routine training for all the staffs. Post your mission statement and summaries of your environmental efforts in areas where you post other company policies and announcements. Be sure that your program builds in mechanisms that guarantee follow through and provide opportunities for employees to give ongoing feedback. Hotels in India includes the Orchid Mumbai, Rhodes Mumbai, and the Raintree Chennai. There are other hotels in India which, though not Ecotel certified, have been following eco-friendly practices. Some of these include the ITC Welcome Group Properties and CGH Earth Group Properties. This chapter conclusion deals with innovation in products and procedures have made possible immense variety in eco-friendly materials and methods. Hotels with commitment to the environment need to be on the lookout for these innovations and generate their own creative ideas too. As you can see, it is possible to green housekeeping operation without negatively affecting the guest experience. It may not be an easy task, but revamping housekeeping departments is worth the effort. The key benefit to revamping housekeeping operation is that you'll be able to turn green into gold. Cost reduction is a huge benefit, but it's not the only one. Green housekeeping operations will enable your hotel to extend the life cycle of the property, reduce environmental impact, and create more marketing opportunities. Here we end the chapter. Thank you very much, everyone.